Every gift of the Spirit works by revelation knowledge. You can have faith in God for a job. What if you have 2 job offers? You need a prognosis to decipher which one. You can be praying for a husband or a wife. What if you have 3 suitors coming at the same time? You need a prognosis to decipher which one. So you see what we're trying to do is church culture is trying to put pressure on people. Oh, when are you getting married? All these deaconess mummies say, time waits for nobody. They are putting pressure on the guys, putting pressure on the women. And in your mind, you are thinking, before you know it, unconsciously, you start being under pressure. Even in the church. So that's the culture that the church has what? These things makes us to negate the importance of singleness. Singleness is not a curse. It's a blessing. Oh God, you didn't hear that. So when they put this pressure on you, you start thinking that singleness is actually a curse. Not knowing that singleness is a time when you have the opportunity to build capacity for the challenges of marriage that you're going to meet. Because marriage is not as rosy as you see. You know, I'm not those kind of pastors who exaggerate. I'm going to tell you the truth if I know it's going to help you. So when you are single, it's an opportunity. Adam was single enough that God had to remind him he needed a wife. God was the person who came to Adam and said, guy, it's not good for you to be alone. I have to make you. Adam didn't go to God and say, he was saying, enjoy your singleness. Enjoy now that you are single. Because what happens is, if care is not taken, if you don't build the things you're supposed to build now, when you go into marriage, you go into marriage with too much expectation. Those void that you have, now it is the time to fill it. You don't go into marriage to fill voids. As a matter of fact, marriage reveals your weakness. It doesn't fill it. 50% of marriages today, I'm just laying the foundation. You know, I've not started anything. This teaching is deep. Deep. When you finish this series, you will know whether you are ready or not. 50% of marriages in the US ends up in divorce. 50%, not 15. Do you know what 50% means? It means 5 out of 10 marriages every Saturday will end. And then they have a statistics that even shows the number of marriages that doesn't go beyond 12 months. One of the problems is that people go into marriage haphazardly without preparations. There are people who have gotten married. The first marriage is to please their parents. The second marriage is to prove their heirs that they are still good to get married quickly. Do you understand what I just analyzed? The first marriage is, my parents are disturbing me so much, I need to get married. So they get married. And then it doesn't work. Out of that marriage, but then they want to prove to their ex-husband that they are still hot in the market. And then they jump into the next one. And then it doesn't work. And then the third one, they now start going for Shiloh in Nigeria. At this time, maybe 40, 45, 46. She now start going every prayer house. They'll give her oil to drink, water to drink, Rabina to wash everything. They'll wristband, neck band, looking for. And now, what it means, desperation has entered. So the third marriage will now be out of desperation. And it won't still work, because whatever you would struggle to get, you will struggle to maintain. And then don't forget, the first marriage, she had a child. The second marriage, maybe a child. And this child would then have to grow without the presence of their father. You see, the cycle continues. But it will never be any portion of any, it will not be your portion. Anybody, any of the young people in this that are single, by the grace of God and the grace and in this house and the revelation of the knowledge of Jesus Christ that we have, we will not get it wrong in the name of Jesus. So you see, they go into this marriage. Imagine that 50% of marriages now fail. They lead to divorce. Let's look at it this way. Imagine that the flight, airplane, when they build the airplane, they announce that everybody who's ready or willing to board a plane, please know or take note that every plane in the world has only 50% chances to arrive at their destination. How many of us will fly? That's the analogy I wanted to give it to. It is important to be single and be happy than be married and be unhappy. better to be what? Single and be happy and fulfilling your purpose. I know people who marriage have destroyed their visions, their purposes, because they missed it. There are wrong misconceptions. I'm going to share a few of them that people have about relationship and marriage. When someone says, I've been single alone, I'm tired of being single. When you start saying those things, you are making yourself vulnerable. You are opening a door you may never be able to close yourself. You say, I've been single for 3 years.